This is Paul. Yeah. Reasonable care. Yeah. hmm to not injure residents of the state of Washington. Yeah. Standard of care of being in law enforcement. Yeah. hmm This whole want to say that people are crazy when they're not. Yeah. Breached your duty as a sheriff. Yeah. Huh? Now, injury. Ouch. Let's see here. 8 years, 10 months, and 15 days of being deprived of my parenting rights. Yes. Uh, now, intentional torts. Yep. Critically, none of the torts discussed have required the plaintiff to prove the defendant intended to cause injury. Yep. I'm going to say that your intention was to cause injury. Yep. Your intention of causing injury to me because of your want to protect yourself from liability. Brent. Ouch. Mitt Romney. Now, intentional tort means that I can have hundreds of billions of dollars. Intentional tort means that you intended to cause me injury. You wanted me civilly committed. Yeah. To a treatment center, evaluation center, yes, or Western State Hospital. Fraudulent mental health evaluations. Yeah. This is the intention to cause injury to me. Intentional torts. Ouch. Now, other torts by do not require the plaintiff to prove. I will prove in a court of law, Brent Basden, your intentional injury to me and my family because of your want to protect yourself from liability. Yeah. Mm. Additional damages. Punitive damages. Now, every time I document that I want to save a city, yeah, Venice, and I have the intellectual property to accomplish what I want, you are causing additional damages to locations throughout the world because of your refusal to enforce the laws. Yeah. I get additional amounts of money for that. When I say, yeah, I want to make 2 trillion gallons of fresh water, and you obstruct that, yeah, I get additional damages. When I want to make salt, yes, I get additional damages. When I want to produce electricity, yeah, I get additional damages. Yeah. Now, familiar, yeah, is battery. Yeah. Intentional, harmful, or offensive contact with another person. Yeah. False arrest would be considered battery. Yeah. Failure to appear warrants for my arrest. Battery. Aha. Aha. Failure to appear for an arraignment. Battery. Yeah. Mike Van Proyen, complicit in battery. Yeah. Because of his refusal to have the address changed on my correspondence from the court. Now, an intentional infliction of emotional distress. Yeah. All the times I got arrested. Yeah. Where there was a said crime, but there was no evidence. Ouch. Infliction of emotional distress. Every day I sat here and make videos. Ouch. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. All 60,000 of them. 3.5 million emails. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Every minute I have sat communicating, yes, emailing, copying, and pasting, yes, all those email addresses. The intention was that you, as the police, were inflicting emotional distress. All the obstructed emails, all the times that you paid to slash the email addresses. Yeah. Uh, impersonation of perpetrators of crimes. Yep. Sandy Taylor. Your little dog family that impersonates the litigants in court hearings. In fact, I'd say there's an intentional infliction of emotional distress just having to read, yes, an actual forgery of any employee of the courts. Now, that could be worth an additional billion, Christy Miller. Oh, Christy Miller. Yeah. Now, your top secret way of doing things, yep, was the intention of emotional distress on myself and numerous other individuals, yeah, for your want to have a top secret payroll. Yeah. Intentional emotional distress. Yeah. This is a tort lawsuit known as intentional emotional distress. Yeah, yeah, it is. A lot of people, when they read these court orders right now, don't really understand the intentional emotional distress of seeing a forgery of an actual employee of the government. Yes. And then there's Mike Van Poin's ways to give. Yeah. Intentional emotional distress. Finding out that my correspondence was going to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road without my knowledge that the address had been changed. Ah! See, I have the right to know where my correspondent goes. Yeah. And when I get arrested right now, intentional emotional distress, I have the right to know where anything is sent that happens to name me as the recipient of the mail, inclusive of all mail documents during the dissolution of marriage, yeah, and all the protection orders that were issued. When I informed the court, yeah, the police and the sheriff said I didn't get a dissolution of marriage, intentional emotional distress. The wage garnishment, pooch, $1.56, intentional emotional distress. All the time that you said I was bipolar and schizophrenic, intentional emotional distress. Having to do a mental health evaluation in Jefferson County, 1077, intentional emotional distress. Finding out my sons were in the wrong grades after 7 years of not having any knowledge of them. Intentional emotional distress for the thought that they were never, yes, being educated with the age group that they should have been, causing them to have a lack of intelligence and maturity, considering they were always in classrooms with individuals that were 2 years behind them, that were entering puberty as if they were emotional, immature individuals known as the Paul Bunyan